8 lumberjacks have gathered to battle for 4 championship qualifying spots. The group is speckled with familiar faces, along with hungry young talent hoping to make their mark on the professional lumberjack chopping world.
Look at the 2 regimes we've got here. We've got veteran competitors like Mike Slingerland, Mel Lentz, Paul Koger, the true veterans of this sport, and then this just absolute swarm of younger competitors coming up. We got Maddie Slingerland out, and then Derek Knudsen, Andrew Madison, right on down the line. And I really see these as like 2 distinct groups, like the old guard and the new regime working their way in.
I'm still starstruck every time I see Jamie Ardenkoger Jr. and Mel Lentz and all those guys chopping wood. And to get to chop wood next to him was a pretty amazing thing.
With a career spanning 3 decades, many believe Mel Lentz to be the greatest American lumberjack of all time. Lentz and 54-year-old Paul Koger prepare to race to the top of 9-foot poles in the first of 6 disciplines, the springboard.
What makes Melvin consistently tough for this many years? I mean, the man has just dominated the sport for decades.
3rd generation. There you go, 3rd generation wood chopper. He was brought up in Oregon watching his dad and his grandfather compete on gigantic logs. He's calm, like I said, you got guys up there with their hands shaking. Melvin's like, it's another day at the office. This is his office right here.
Mel Lentz up on the top board. Let's kick it off 2013.
Paul Koger really struggled with that second board set. He is looking rock solid now, but he has got to pick up the pace if he's going to catch Mel Lentz.
Mel Lentz, that's his 3rd downward slicing motion in the back. He's going to need a one-hit wonder on the far side to break that loose. Not enough work on the front side for as big
Here
as
comes
he
Paul.
opened.
Here goes.
There
Just
it is
in
right
time.
there. Paul Koger caught up on him. He's 2 hits back, 3, and it looks like he'll be 5 hits behind Mel Lentz. Right.
Mel Lentz sets the pace in the springboard chop. Next, Matt Slingerland steps up to take on his father, Mike Slingerland.
Maddie Slingerland, I think, if Melvin can be knocked off, it could be Matt Slingerland.
Next heat, the Slingerland show. Mike the senior, Matt the junior. Dave, they're gunning for a reasonable time.
They're chasing 119, can easily be beaten, but we were just saying they're either going to beat it or they're going to self-destruct trying to go too fast. Telling Matt, look, settle down. You know what he's saying. Settle down. We can both take the lead. We can take this 1-2, get the points, move on to the next event.
There's so many variables that can go wrong. I mean, we've talked a lot about this being like setting the stage for the rest of the day. It's early season.
Right.
What's going through these guys' head?
Hopefully all that's going through the head is 3 things. I'm gonna make a good pocket here. Put the board in, I'm gonna make another good pocket. Put the second board in, get up, I'm gonna chop the block. That never happens though.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about right here. Matt trying to go too fast. And look at Matt swinging way back on the end of that axe like a standing block. You need to choke up on it.
He's in there digging now.
Your head, you're picking up everything. You're picking up Chad with the camera there. You're picking him up. You're picking up the crowd. And if you can block that out, that's what needs to be done because it's millimeters can make a mistake.
We are coming up on 40 seconds and Matt is not on that top board yet.
So be ready to be there for a minute, and if you make a mistake, don't get rattled, because guy who's going to go after you, he's going to make a mistake too. It's very rare to have a flawless springboard.
And this is turning into disaster for Mike Slingerland as well, and he's gassed. Yeah, Mike is not fit enough to be up there for a minute and a half. He's starting to breathe heavy, and he's going to get that off. There we go. And even Matt Slingerland, this kid's in great shape.
He's got a lot of work to do on this backside.
Absolutely.
This is the first discipline. These guys have got a long night ahead of them.
Well, like we called it though, Kevin. We said they're either going to beat that time of Mel Lentz or they are going to self-destruct trying, and we've seen that from both competitors. Wow.
It was a lot harder than I expected. I got a chip hung on the 4th hit. I couldn't get it out. I lost my rhythm from there. Just kept getting worse. We brought the wood down here from West Virginia, and we didn't know what it chopped like because you don't get to try it ahead of time. We're just discussing it. It's probably the hardest wood we've ever cut. Those springboard poles are like cutting Alabama sweet gum, and the blocks up top are like cutting the poplar.
The hard wood catches both Slingerlands by surprise, and the father-son duo find themselves out of the qualifying picture after one event. Coming up, young lumberjacks fight for their competition life as dark horse favorite Matt Slingerland's stumble turns into a free fall, and one competitor pushes his luck with judges.
Wow, that's what I'm talking. There's that yellow flag. I called it when he hit that block.